It's just saying jobs do not care about you.
Are you a news anchor now?
Yes. The news anchor for jobs don't care about you.
Sorry, I saw your light pointing at the screen, so I want to put my light on the screen as well.
What is it doing?
I don't know. Yeah, they don't. I have experience with jobs not caring about a certain lot of things.
Yep.
We all do. And if you say you don't, you're either one really lucky or two, you're all lying.
Or you are a ride or die for your company.
Oh yeah, bootlicker.
Corporate.
I sure do love pizza parties instead of a raise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Zoom meetings.
Oh man, this could have been an email. Yes. Oh man, I love how this could have been email. Ooh wee.
And I love the silly, pointless corporate games we play.
I sure do love this bootleg Megan Trainor music.
Oh, yes. That's my favorite, y'all. Dang. And the company name, whatever it is, Jeopardy that we play.
Oh, yeah.
Got our team members we never know.
Insert name Jeopardy. I'm so lucky. I'm very lucky that I worked at a minimum wage retail job, so I actually could talk and enjoy my company of my coworkers. Sometimes, some of y'all need to stop talking. That's all I gotta
say. No, it's really stupid though. Full-time jobs are not stable employment. I don't know why everyone keeps acting like they are. They seem like it. Well, I guess kind of, because you do get like severance packages and stuff sometimes if you've worked there long enough. But sometimes they don't even offer that. And at least I guess you get unemployment if you get fired and stuff. But still, they're constantly doing layoffs. Like, you just can't get away from it. So to me, I feel like I'm better off being like an independent contractor or working part-time and maybe like 2 part-time jobs for like different companies.
Yeah, that actually is a way better thing to do, especially if they're not in competition. Because I know some people wanted to get a part-time job at the store I worked at, but they couldn't because they worked for a different store as a part-timer.
What the heck?
Yeah. Well, everyone already knows. I already said it before in the channel, but I don't think anyone's going to remember. I worked at Kroger's and someone tried to come in and get a job, but they were wearing a Walmart vest. So they didn't hire them because of that one reason.
What the heck? That's crazy.
It's really stupid, actually.
That's really dumb, though. Like, who cares? Let me just get my part-time job. Nobody cares about your secret intel.
No. What intel is a person who works bottom barrel cashier job at Walmart going to say about Walmart? Oh, we overcharge? It's every grocery store ever.
Literally have no idea.
But anyway, the job never really cared about us ever. I felt like I should talk about this more later on. But I don't want to just like pad out this too much. We already made 3 minutes over. This is the intro.
I mean, maybe that's how it should be.
You want to yap about why jobs or how we've been affected by jobs not caring about us?
Oh, well, they suck. They're always firing us, and they don't care about your work-life balance or your schedule. That's why you should choose yourself and your family over your career or any type of company or a job, because they can just let you go at any point in time. Unless it's like the government for some reason, like paperwork. I don't get what makes it so hard to fire them. It really doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you want to fire someone so bad, just do the paperwork, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah. And then when you have like 2 part-time jobs or like a bunch of contract jobs lined up, you get diversity and you can put so much more on your resume. I feel like you can just get like a lot more out of it. I know I did. So yeah, I'm just done doing all of this mess for these companies. I'm choosing me.
Oh, for real? No, that's real. Honestly, I'm gonna say if you get a full-time job, get a full-time job that has a union, because I hear that it's really. I've never been part of a union. Her dad's part of a union, so they You can strike as a group for more pay, for more benefits. They can't fire you as easily. They got to give you a certain amount of benefits, a certain amount of time off. They have to, or they can get sued and lose everything. So
Yep.
that's a good part. I wish I had a union.
Me too.
I'm working more. I'm not working right now. Though. I wish I had a union. I didn't get fired. I quit because it's just not. It was. I gotta find something better. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, it's really hard to find anything better because all of these jobs, they just don't care. Even if they say we put our workers first, it's a lie. They're always going to put themselves first because they're a business and they're here only to make money, and you are there to make them money. That's it.
Not for real, because there's been so many times when I was working my retail job, I saw so many times where it's legit like that is the most outrageous, dumbest thing. This worker has nothing to do with this. They should not be being yapped at like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they proceed to like, oh yeah, that's really ridiculous and outrageous. Worker, why are you being bad? Like what? Like it was never our faults.
It just doesn't make sense, I guess. Like, full time jobs can be good, but still, they're temporary, and you shouldn't give your all to this job or company. And even if they offer like good benefits and work life balance, that's cool and all, but still, they still don't care about you. They can say it all day, but they don't. They're just doing that to keep you there so that productivity can be high and you can make them more money and be happy in your job and get comfortable. And then when they need to cut costs, they're going to fire you.
Most definitely, they're not going to. The big boss should be taking all their pay cut because you own the company. You run the company. You don't need all that money. You know you don't need it. What are you going to use it on? Nothing. It's going to hoard it. You weirdo.
Yeah, and it does not matter how good of a worker you are, they'll still fire you when they need to cut costs.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So yeah, set yourself up right for the financial future so you don't have to rely on jobs and you can just have backup plans if you do lose your job and all of that.
Yeah, most definitely. But anyway, I feel like we should get into the video now because it's been 7 minutes. This is about to hit a 10-minute mark and we haven't even gotten to a video yet.
You don't need no job. Okay, let's go.
Oh, you need a job for money, but you know what I mean. All right. Let's just see.
When a company fires an employee, it's usually done via the HR ambush. My name is Craig Levy, and I'm an employment law attorney. The HR ambush is when an employee's supervisor contacts them and asks to meet with them on short notice, sometimes as little as 30, 20, or even 10 minutes ahead of time. The employee then shows up to the meeting, whether it's in person or virtually, only to see the supervisor and an HR representative. The supervisor typically tells the employee that they're being fired and then hands it over to HR. HR then chats for 1 to 2 minutes regarding benefits and next steps, and then the meeting's over. The HR ambush is designed to catch the employee off guard so they're not prepared for it and they don't ask questions. Neither HR or the supervisor want to answer any questions from the employee because they don't want to say anything that could put the company in legal peril. Typically, this HR ambush process lasts 1 to 3 minutes. As any employee who's dealt with this can attest, it's a very off-putting feeling to walk into the meeting, see HR, and then immediately recognize I'm about to be fired. When a company fires an employee, it's
The matter is, I want to say this, like, Keegan, phone notifications. The biggest thing is this I've seen this happen, and they really just do it right. Like they do it in the middle of your shift.
Yep.
As soon as they get clocked in and they realize you clocked in, they'll do it. They'll do it, and it's ridiculous. I had a homie, and he kind of sucked at his job a little bit. He was still good. One day he just came in, boom, boss, boom, HR, boom, assistant manager, HR person, whatever. He walked up to the office. He walked out the building. Never saw him again.
That's crazy. See, they'll do it. They'll do it for a budget. They'll do it for whatever. Could be some type of behavioral performance thing. And sometimes they're not even going to talk to you about it, like, could you improve this or whatever. They just want to get rid of you because, like, I don't know, for whatever reason. They can justify it. They probably just want a new set of people, maybe younger people, maybe people that's going to work more because this is all they can get. I don't know. Maybe you're overqualified. It could be anything, really. Maybe because you're black.
And that's the sad part. You said that as like a humor. That's probably happened.
Oh, yeah,
It
definitely.
most likely happened.
I mean, they're going to do it, even though they're not allowed to fire you for your race or whatever else that's discriminatory. But they will find another reason to put down on paper.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And the thing that kind of like that really irks me about this too is that when you quit, you can quit automatically and not show back up, but that looks bad on you, and they can say that to other companies, and then you have a referral, and then that your experience mess don't matter at that point. But or you know, you got to put your 2 weeks when they can just do this. They can just do this anytime.
Exactly.
Anytime they just like, oh hey, you're fired. Hey, I quit. You go, yeah, you're gonna quit in 2 weeks, right? You better, or we're gonna tell every other company that you suck. Like,
Which is also crazy because apparently most states are at will employment states, which means that the employee or the employer can end the relationship at any time without any like repercussions. But then you're still expected to give 2 week notice in order to leave on good terms with that employer. Or they can say like, she didn't give good notice. That's bad. Like blacklist you maybe or whatever in your industry. I don't know. Or if you ever need to go back, they'll probably be like, you didn't leave on good terms, so we can't take you back. And it's also crazy because some companies do not have to honor your 2 week notice. So you might be saying, I'm going to quit in 2 weeks. Here's my notice. But then they can say right then and there, we don't have to honor that. Your last day is today, which is crazy.
I feel like I know people that has actually had that happen to them. I can't think, but I feel like I do know people that that's happened to.
Yeah. It's actually crazy. So they can put people on the streets, but you have to give this $1 billion company 2 weeks notice so they can find a replacement because, oh no, God forbid they don't have your replacement and they can't make billions more money.
Replace this. Okay. Um.
Um,
Replace nah. Oh. Yeah, I'm a. Mm.
yeah, I get it if it's like a life. If it's your job is like a doctor or like something that affects people's lives like that. But most jobs that's just like doing administrative stuff or whatever, they can last like a few weeks, probably months without that job being done. Or they can like distribute it throughout other people to kind of pick it up while they find someone. So it's just insane.
Also, I like to see right here in this comment. They say just decline the meeting request. How, you think that would work? How long will it catch on? They just need to walk up to me and say, "Hey, you're fired." How long? How long can I? How long can I delay it? Probably gonna come in an email saying that you're fired or something.
Yeah, probably. Personal email, work email. And if you work remotely, they'll just shut down your work laptop if you have a company laptop. They'll probably just be like, and you're done.
They just brick your laptop and that's it. Over. Oh, see you later. Get out of here, loser.
Shutting down.
The funniest thing though is to like being fired by a lottery. Hey, when you wake up tomorrow morning, check your emails. If you got to turn the email, you're fired.
Or like some jobs actually put names in a hat and they just pick it out. Because, oh, I don't want to fire people. I can't choose. You are all so great.
Actually, every note, every piece of paper in a hat is legit just one person. It's one person's name. They also act like they didn't want to fire him.
Ooh.
That's what I would do.
I did not think of that.
There is no other names.
I can understand if it's like a small business and you actually have to cut costs or you're going to be shut down and you like all your workers, but you have to do this, that would make sense. But the corporations and stuff, like, they don't care. Like, if you don't just fire us.
If you don't just give me my extra paycheck and tell me to go home and not come back, that's all you got. You just don't make it harder.
For real.
Don't make it harder. Actually, you know what? Give me a heads up, saying, "Oh, hey, we're going to fire you." Say at least within a month or whatever, within the next 3 weeks. So start looking for jobs. I'll take that. That's fine.
Because ain't no way they don't know this months in advance. They probably know that they have to fire people at like the start of the quarter, because that's when they run the numbers. Like, how are you just now telling me the day before or the day of or whatever? Like, that's not okay.
It's not.
We're gonna be fired. Then tell us this so we can have time to look for jobs. Maybe even then that would work in their favor, because maybe if they could do that, they wouldn't have to pay out severance packages and do the unemployment and all of that.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's just crazy.
It is really crazy. Anyway, let's go on to the next video. Ooh, yeah, I know we're definitely over time now.
Employers should not be scared of quiet quitting because there is something much, much worse that their employees can do. And that would be resenteeism, because there are really 3 types of employees at any given time. You have your engaged group. They're pretty committed to the organization. They generally like their job. They're a lot less likely to leave. They tend to be high performers. So then we have our middle group, or what we now call quiet quitters. They go to work, they put in their 8 hours, they go home. And that's perfectly fine. You need these people in an organization. Then you have the last group that I lovingly call the menaces of the workplace. Not only are these people not really working for the organization, they are actively working against it. These are the people that seemingly cause problems just for the fun of it. At some point for these employees, the trust with the company has been completely and utterly broken, and it's never going to fix itself. And this is why things like return to office mandates can be so harmful to companies, because they forget that we are not robots, and they do have to factor in how employees feel about changes. When you force large changes like this without asking employees for their opinions first, they're going to have an emotional response. And because the job market is tough right now and it's a little bit harder to leave your job, you're now going to be stuck with an organization full of these people. Be sure to follow along and tag yourself in the comments and tell me which one of these people you are. Employers should not be scared of quiet
I'm trying to see that last bit.
quitting, because there is something much
Where the heck?
When a company-
What the heck? Hold on.
Employers should not be scared of quiet quitting, because there is something much worse that their employees can do. And that would be resenteeism, because there are really 3 types of employees. You're now going to be stuck with an organization.
See, I could not see the timeline because it was white on white and it was so hard to see. Anyway, which one are you?
So I was trying to be the 34% who is doing all the work and going above and beyond. But now I feel like we're all kind of doing the middle, like not equipped, just do the stuff, clock out. Because I wouldn't even call it not equipped. Oh, it's not engaged. Oh, I thought equipped. Never mind. But yeah.
I'm not equipped for this job.
No, I'm kind of gonna be the not engaged. Kind of. I can be like in the middle of engaged and not engaged, because if I'm working, I am caring about my job, like I'm here, but I'm not gonna really go above and beyond anymore, because the jobs don't care, and they're not going above and beyond for you. They're probably not giving you raises or bonuses or this and that. They will always choose money over you. So that's why you should choose your life over them.
Yeah. I always said this, like, jobs don't want workers, they want slaves. Let's all be real.
Yes, that's why they're turning to AI. And they don't care that people are intelligent and we should be doing the jobs, just letting AI assist. They don't care though. That's exactly why they're replacing you for these things that break and get everything wrong, just so they don't have to give you human benefits and let you use the bathroom for 5 minutes or have at least a 30-minute break to go eat lunch. Oh, no.
Crazy.
Human rights.
Once again, I always said this with my lunch break. I only had 30 minutes for a lunch break. My lunch break does not start until I sit down.
Exactly.
They want us to start our lunch break as soon as we clock for lunch. No, that does not start until I sit down my food. And oh, guess what? I work in a grocery store. Long lines. Oh, guess what? I'm on a longer lunch break now. Idiot.
It sucks. Because sometimes you gotta heat the food. If, like in a grocery store, you gotta, if you don't bring like anything for lunch, you have to go to like the frozen section, buy the food. So you gotta stand in line, not to mention the long walks. And then you gotta go heat up the food, make it, and then eat it. So at that point, you probably only have like 5 minutes to eat.
Oh yeah, most definitely. There's been really bad times. When they would also schedule me on Sunday. Sunday was the busiest day in like most grocery stores. So basically around Thanksgiving. So there was times I had to walk down to the nearest Dollar Tree to buy chips, and the walk itself was at least 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, but I'll say at least I'll say a 6 to 8 minute walk round trip. So basically, that was like a lot already had gone. I had to walk up in the building, had to walk through the crowd, had to walk upstairs and sat down, which basically made my freaking 30-minute lunch a 15-minute snack.
Yeah. It's really depressing. And also the holiday stuff. Can we just stop all operations on holidays unless this is like essential workers? Like, we don't need all of these grocery stores open on Thanksgiving.
No, you're
Give
not.
us like one or two.
You're not.
But it's just crazy. At least pay us a lot more for sacrificing our holiday for you. We should be at home with our families, but no, we're here serving you.
I actually would like to speak of that more. I forgot. On Thanksgiving, every year they pick a different group. So like it alternates basically. Every Thanksgiving, some people have to work, some people can go home to their family, and it alternates. Luckily my first year working there, I was able to go home Thanksgiving. Second year working there, nope, you can't go home Thanksgiving. You're working. It's like that's ridiculous.
And then imagine it being on Christmas. And then most people don't get their birthday off
Nope.
or like any other major holiday off, but they can't pay you more. But when you go to like a corporate place, you look at the manual labor that you have to do at a grocery store or other stores. You are probably doing a lot more work, but they don't pay you well at all. And you can't even just get paid holidays off,
No, you can't.
or at least get it off.
No, the only holiday we had off was Christmas because this is a day that normally worked. So
They want you there in the snow, in the hurricanes.
they did. They had me there in snow and hurricanes.
And then talk about like maternity leave. They don't care if you pushed out a baby like yesterday. When you coming back to work, they don't care if your family member just died. When are you coming back to work?
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, she said that because I remember that was one of my coworkers. Her daughter had died, and they had called her on her. What's it called?
A bereavement.
A bereavement. They called her on her bereavement and say, "Hey, when you want to come back to work?" What's this crazy? Her daughter just died.
That sucks. But it's also crazy how they want to schedule part-time workers. Like you're part-time on paper, but you get full-time hours. And it's literally just so they don't have to pay you benefits, but they're working you full-time. That is a scam and that should be illegal.
Bro, honestly, at this point, just switch me to full time. Just switch me to full time. If you don't, I don't care about the benefits. Just give me the full time pay, idiot.
And even with the part-time, they might offer you like little benefits, but they suck.
They do.
Like the insurance is so high and whatever else they have, you still barely get any time off.
No.
Also,
Yeah.
look up WARN Act. WARN Act,
Act.
WARN Notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. So if your employer is on the list, I guess not all of them are because I looked up mine. I did not see it.
No.
But if they're planning on firing you within like 2 months, they have to give the state like 60-day notice and they'll show up there. So that'll show that the layoffs are coming soon. So that gives you time to at least prepare, even if you don't know if it's you or not. You can at least prepare and start looking for jobs because you know your company is going to be doing layoffs. So
Yeah.
look up WARN Act and your state.
Yeah. Also, I want to say this about the whole quiet quitting thing. That's such a dumb name. Some rich idiot came up with that. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him what they call him. I'm gonna call him rich idiot. You think the people who are doing this mess were calling it that? No, some dummy and some news dummies called it that. It's not called quiet quitting. It's called doing the work you were paid to do. I'm not gonna go above and beyond and not get more pay.
How, like, literally, how does that make sense? How is that quitting? I'm doing the job and I'm going home like I'm supposed to do.
You're a loser. You're a quiet quitter. No, I'm a guy doing my job I was paid to do.
But they don't have a problem with quiet firing.
No, they don't. Oh no. Oh, quiet firing. Oh, I have some for that. Have you ever had a dude who you basically relied on every day to help you do the job you needed to do because you were understaffed, and they proceed to take away all his hours and never schedule him again without saying anything? That's how he knew he was fired. They
That's
didn't
crazy.
tell him. It's ridiculous.
This is such a sad world.
Sad world. I feel that's illegal.
Really should be. Like, just tell me I'm fired.
For real.
The heck? Accomplishes nothing.
You ever had a job schedule you for a shift the day before, and you already checked the shift, and it was not the day you had to work, so you already had copied it down to your phone, and they're gonna call you like, "Hey, you're like 3 hours late. I was supposed to be working today."
Just change the schedule and don't tell you.
The same schedule. I mean, like, "Oh, you should check it. You should check it every day." No, you scheduled me for the entire week. I see the entire week on this.
Literally, what the heck? And don't be calling me in on my day off. You will not open your doors when on a day you're not scheduled to open. Don't call me in. I'm not on call. Hire on-call workers in if you need somebody like extra.
Have you ever had a boss pick you up because you said, you didn't have a ride on a day off? Like, oh, wait, yeah, I'm right. Like, oh, I can pick you up. Like, and you can't say no because now you sound like an idiot. It's like, all right, I'm coming.
Or they say, like, oh, you can't call out for a headache. Take a Tylenol and get here. We can't do this without you.
You ever had to go home because they kept you out in the heat so bad you had like heat stroke poops, and it was completely pitch black in the toilet when you turned around look because it didn't feel correct?
TMI.
Yeah, it was Coliseum. I'm sorry, but no, that was too much information. You can cut that out if you want to, but probably not. That mess sucked. It sucked. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed a lot of people there. I enjoyed most of the bosses. I just hated the job at this point.
They don't let you rest. They don't care that you need water. They will keep you out in 100-degree weather.
You ever feel your eyeballs cook? Have you ever been? No, that's a legitimate question. Have you ever been outside in the heat so long your eyeballs felt hot?
Yeah, probably.
It hurts.
Not for a job, though.
Is that crazy?
Yes. It's not good.
It felt like they were cooking. I'm
Stay
surprised.
hydrated.
Yes, no, for real, stay hydrated. You ever had to? I legit had started drinking gallons of water because it was that hot. It was stupid.
Ooh.
Anyway, we should get on to the next part. We're going so over. This is mostly just us yapping. Ooh. Oh snaps! Starbucks is bringing back serve sugar.
Don't call corporate. I am very sorry to tell you, but if you are being tormented like this lady's
man has put me through hell for the last year and a half.
Don't call corporate. That's the first thing everybody wants to do, and it's a big mistake. I believe this lady, and I'm very, very sorry to hear about her situation. But unless she has a bunch of colleagues who are willing to come up and support her, going to corporate is literally the worst thing that she could do. No matter what they tell you, corporate will automatically be on the side of the manager. Remember, they're trying to protect the company, and the assumption is that the manager is right and that the employee is creating issues. When you run to corporate, they immediately start thinking about how to get rid of the problem. And 99 times out of 100, they view the problem as you. I'm not saying don't complain or don't report activity that's unlawful. Absolutely not. However, you must be very careful and very deliberate. Otherwise, you're just asking to be fired. To find out what you should do, go to my subscriber page. I've been a manager in corporate America. I break it all down for you there, but this isn't the kind of advice I just want floating around. I hope things work out for this lady, and I do understand that she did leave her job. As always, for more interesting and informative stories on tech, business, the economy, and jobs, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. The real gold is in the subscription. Don't call.
I could see so far up his nose. I just want to say that those things are protruded. Anyway, stop trying to sell me stuff.
Please, if you don't just give me a summary of what to do.
I could actually get a summary of what to do. I could just look it up on Google. You dumb. No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna be mean. You know, grind. It's the daily grind. I would actually be mean if I wanted to be, but I'm not going to.
Oh, it's crazy though, because they're right. This comment right here, HR is designed to protect the company from being sued. They're not there for you. It's called human resources. It really should be called corporate resources.
For real.
Because they don't give you any resources.
Like this right here. HR to assign the guy who is the bad guy to investigate the bad guy going on. I investigated myself and nothing happened. What are you, a cop?
Yeah.
Is this a cop union? Jeez.
Ooh, it just keeps getting worse.
All you gotta do. Wait. Bro. So here's the thing. And I've heard it from actual people who will tell you information stuff, telling you to subscribe to your newsletter or whatever. What you gotta do, you report. All you gotta do is report. Don't tell any more. Don't say any less. And when you get the report, you text, you email them the stuff. You have that. Says, hey, can I get this down? You write it down yourself and say, hey, can I get this down in writing? You know, make sure they got all the evidence there. Make sure all the stuff is down there, and you keep that on you. And if they try to do something, you can pull it out and saying, hey, you confirmed this, that, there. This, that happened here. I came to you. There, this, that, and it kept happening. All that. And they can't touch you. They can't touch you. They fire you, they're screwed.
Always have your receipts.
Yep.
And try to get evidence, like screenshots, video, text, everything.
Yeah. She said that in a more coherent way. I was kind of yapping. Sorry. She said what I said, but in a more coherent way. But basically, that's what I said. Write your stuff down. Get the evidence together. Make sure you can get a written or emailed thing from them saying they heard you, they heard your complaint, and then get all the stuff you said written down too, and keep it on you.
Yep.
Keep it in a secure file, secure safe. And if you need to get a lawyer involved after something happens, you need to get a lawyer involved. Do
not step into that HR office without pressing record.
Unless you're in a two-part consent state, and then you're screwed, dog.
Maybe it'll be useful for something. I don't know. That just sucks. It should be like an exception for like if your rights are being violated or whatever. Maybe it can't be used in court, but it should be used for like investigation and remediating a situation, removing that person.
Yeah. Don't always go to corporate. You know, the only time corporate has always worked for somebody is when they're the customer or they're corporate themselves.
Yep. And even then, probably doesn't work because they don't even care about customers.
Nope.
They just pretend to care about everybody. They only care about money.
PR. That's all it is. Yep. That was not much to say about this one past this point. Next one. Last one?
Yep.
Also, anyone ever have like an HR manager fired by HR? Isn't that funny?
Dang. That happened?
That happened. The HR who hired me was replaced by some different HR person. I think we went through like 2 at once.
Why did she get fired?
I don't know. She was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gen Z is getting fired. HR here, let's talk about it. Gen Z was set up the worst for the working world by colleges. And I personally blame colleges and partially social media and unrealistic expectations of the working world on why they're failing. Colleges have coddled students into this false sense of everyone around you wants you to succeed and everything is set up for you to grow and succeed and be better. Now, the working world is not like that. The working world is about the bottom line. And profit, for profit, nonprofit does not matter. It is about the bottom line and whether or not there is enough money to pay people and to be able to continue doing what we want to do or sell what we want to sell. Two very different expectations, and yet they are failing and getting fired for so many things that are related to this. The working world is not as flexible for entry-level positions. You can't just come in late and leave early every single day and think that that's okay. You need to dress and act professionally, and what that means is dress professionally. I have a whole series on just dress codes and what that actually looks like. Act professionally. Not everything is an argument. You don't have to give your input on every single thing, and not every single piece of feedback is directed as an attack towards you. One thing I have noticed is Gen Z has really poor communication. They don't know how to hold a conversation or talk long-term or speak professionally. And that, I think, is a reaction of social media. And I don't think that they don't want to do the work. I think it's that they don't think it's valuable work. But that has more to do with Gen Z is taking jobs because they want to get paid, and they don't really think about what is this company, what's the mission. They think they're going to be treated exactly like they were in college or in high school, when in reality, that's just not how the working world is set up. So is it 100% their fault that they're getting fired left and right? No, but they're also not doing the work to figure out what the corporate world is.
Real.
Real? I can't hold a good conversation, actually. Sad part.
And I feel like Gen Z do be taking jobs just to get paid because they are more about entrepreneurship and they want to start businesses and be a content creator or whatever. So they're not really taking their career seriously. They're just using that to fund their dreams, which is cool and all, but you still need like realistic expectations.
Truthfully, I want to be a wrestler, but I don't think I'm going to be wrestling anytime soon.
Exactly. And you should really put value into the jobs that you do have anyway, even though they don't care about you. But you should put value into it for yourself so that you can like gain professionalism and knowledge and put that on your resume, and you can carry that into like whatever business you have or content creation that you have.
For real. It's like I like this one comment right here. Is I care about the income, not the outcome. Mission? Do I have stocks in the company? My mission is the checks, baby. The checks.
I only care about their checks.
Because truly, I don't enjoy these jobs. I never enjoy these jobs. I only enjoy the people at the job. I'm here for money.
Exactly. Like, I'm literally not here to work for you. I'm actually here to work for myself so I can provide for myself. I'm just technically working for you.
For real. Like, where you see yourself in 5 years? Probably not here. Probably somewhere with more money.
Yep.
But I can't.
How it is.
But I can't say that. I can't say that. If I say that, I'm crazy. Hey, where do you want this job so I can get paid, so I can eat myself, so I can feed myself? I can't say that though.
They want honest people, but it's clear they want fake people. That's why corporate is so fake. They don't really think this. They don't really care about the company. They lied their way up to the top.
Corporate. See, I hate. I'm gonna be here. There might be some people out there who've gotten to the place they're at in their jobs and not got fired because of hard work and honesty and yada 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 blah blah blah. Most likely not. All y'all, I know all y'all fakes and lies. All y'all cheats,
Yep.
and there's no way you're not.
It's either that or you knew somebody in the company or whatever. There are people that actually work their way up to the top, but I mean, like, it's very small success rate because of how these companies are. So, like, if you made it to the top, that's really great.
You ding ding nepo babies.
And I never cared about no mission statement. It all is just mumbo jumbo to me. If I have to fill out application, I'm picking out like 2 words and be like, oh yeah, I resonate with this one. And it's like, bruh, the mission statement is a lie. They don't carry that out.
No. They true. I was gonna say that too. They don't, cause like, oh, what does the mission statement have to do with being like a retail worker?
Exactly, and I'm supposed to align with it 100% and be so passionate about it. But then, like, this job is not forever. So, like, why does that matter?
Reese's of Fire's not here.
As long as I do the job, it should be good.
For real. And it's honestly just truly ridiculous. It's like they want you to like give up your heart and soul, your blood and sweat. They want you to become an android, a military member of the company or whatever. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm just here because I don't want to starve.
You are selling your soul as soon as you sign the offer letter. And that's why they're doing AI, because they can actually tweak AI to be exactly what they want to be. They want robots, they got robots. And they can dress the robots and stamp the robots with their company logo. And it can be just company name, everywhere. And they can live and breathe company name. They can say company name all day. That's what they want. That's what they got.
I hope they get the robot from that SpongeBob episode when they put SpongeBob brain in a robot. And it's like, are you gonna work? I don't wanna. I ain't gonna do it. I actually find it pretty funny that the robots are breaking and shutting down because their work is so just tedious and stupid.
Robots can't even do it,
The
bro.
the robots are ending their own lives.
Shut
Yeah,
down.
they're shutting themselves down. They're just not just breaking; they're shutting themselves down. They're like, "Oh, time to shut down," and just collapse. And it's the funniest thing ever. Like they don't want to do this either.
They actually unalive themselves.
Unalive. The robot jumped off a cliff.
Ooh,
That's,
so stupid.
that's how I know there won't be no Android takeover because they realize this mess is ruling the world's annoying and awful. I'm just gonna jump off a cliff. I'm done.
Ooh, it is crazy. Oh
You good?
no,
No, she's not.
no, but for real, you should never like. You should always be wanting to leave
Yeah.
for a better position and better pay, because one company really probably isn't going to pay you all that, and seniority doesn't mean anything. You can be there for like, you could have been there since you were 18 and you're now 100 years old, and they'll fire you still, and they do not care. They might not even give you any type of benefits. So you should always strive for better opportunities, and yeah, don't be here forever.
Oh, Stan, that actually reminds me. What was it like a Burger King worker who was finally retiring after working there for like I guess like more than 1 decade. He quits. He's retiring. You know what they gave him? Nothing. They gave him like a gift card or something to Burger King.
Excuse
They gave him like I think they gave him they gave him a gift card, maybe like a couple of merch. That's it. Like a little gold, like a little giddy bag. Like, oh, here's a not McDonald's, Burger King bag and a Burger King gift card. Have fun.
me?
They had to raise money for that man. They didn't give him nothing for retiring.
So they basically did not lose any money in that, because
They
the gift card's going back to them.
yes, they gave him what you would get for running a low level Burger King sweepstakes.
Why would I even want Burger King? I probably eat Burger King like every day on my break at that point. I'm
Like,
not coming back here.
isn't it like I don't know if it's a fact or not. I think I'm making this up right now on my head, but I'm pretty sure a big percentage of people who work at restaurants, like fast food restaurants, don't eat the fast food at the restaurant because they want it. They eat it because it's there.
Yeah,
Pretty sure the more you make it, the less you want it.
exactly. Especially when you see some things like in the back, because I've heard that some workers have seen people open mouth sneeze on the food in the back shifts, and now I don't want to go to fast food restaurants anymore.
The the Five Guys place that had the fries just sitting in the bucket. They didn't have it refrigerated, nothing, not even sitting in that little. Because Five Guys, I've seen it. Like the fries, you cut when they cut the fries, they throw them into like a little water jet. Some and one of them, they even had the water jet. They just put them in a bucket and just had them sitting out.
That's illegal.
That is mad illegal, actually. That's is it who's the company that does that? that's a safety inspection fail.
Yeah. Health inspection?
Health inspections you fail. Yeah, this is horrible.
Oh, and if you die, they're probably not going to give you a memorial, even if you die on the premises. They're not going to give you a memorial.
Nope.
Your position will be posted the very next hour for they're going to be looking for a replacement. R.I.P.
I think sure something like that happened. The girl who was cooked alive in the Walmart bakery oven. I'm pretty sure they just shut down the bakery, but everyone else had to keep working. Like, not someone like just was cooked alive here.
My coworker, my dearly loved coworker. I can't even take a moment to like breathe.
Like that mess is messed up because like someone was cooked to death. I don't want to be here no more.
Nope.
I want to go home. Exactly. That's really effed up.
And then the lady that like had a heart attack in like Wells Fargo.
Oh yeah, the Wells Fargo office. You're right. She had a heart attack. She was there for I'll say a couple of days before someone noticed.
Yeah. How does that happen? How do you not notice? And how is there not a smell? Maybe was it the weekend?
Maybe
But even then.
they said there was no. This is an isolated side of the office, but smell travels.
It was the opposite side of the office.
Like an isolated side of the office.
But they still don't like see that she hasn't clocked in or like they haven't heard from her or seen her.
Oh no, HR must have definitely seen their hours. They had to see their hours. Ain't no way they didn't. They just didn't care to talk about her about her. You know.
No, they're like, she better be dead, and like, or we're gonna fire her if she's not.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, she's dead. Okay,
Yeah,
makes sense.
which is crazy because they say we're family, but she was gone for days.
Yeah, that is not okay. Hooey.
See,
Work at mom and pop shops.
for real, unless they're weirdos and you can't do nothing about that.
Ooh,
Who are you gonna complain to if your boss is being really bad to you?
I don't know.
Nobody.
The state.
The state. You gotta bring out a state case now.
I'm going to the state.
The state. But like, it's really sad, especially when something happens at a business and they decide to try to open it up again. It's like, also actually F Wells Fargo because they already bad to begin with.
Yeah, like you can shut down for one day. You are a billion-dollar company. You can afford to shut down for one day. Not even, it doesn't even have to be a day. It could be like an hour or two. Just give people time to process what just happened.
The thing I want to say is I think the stupidest thing about all these billion-dollar rich people companies, right? They know they ain't got nothing to do with that money. They just want the money.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have the money. They don't want anyone else to have the money. It's exclusivity. That's what they want, and it's weird. Did not no one else find that strange?
It's very weird.
It's like as soon as I get like a gaming station or a PC to play video games in a house in another car, I run out of things. I run out of things to buy. Oh, it's over. I won. Is it?
And if I don't even need another car, I'm not getting another car because with that comes more bills. Live below your means.
Exactly.
Said it in the last video.
Yeah.
Below.
Yeah. Below. We're actually gonna put the video up there. It's not.
Wait, I meant below your means.
Oh. The video below. I thought we were gonna put a bill like right here when you pointed it. But no. But seriously, I that's what I basically meant. Like once I get the things I want, I'm not want too many things. I just like 3 things and that's it.
One bulk buy in one day. The rest.
It's over. It's over.
The rest is being saved. I'm giving a lot away.
Like I have nothing else to buy now. I've been complete. I don't want none of that that stupid rich people stuff.
Like I really don't care about any of that. It's no reason. It's just a waste of money.
It is truly a waste of money, waste of time too. It makes you look stupid.
Biggest scam ever.
For real. I guess this is the ending part. So let me go to full screen because it's like film's been an hour at this point.
Always do this.
I know. I'm pretty sure we are switched. Let me check.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, we're switched. Okay. All I'm trying to say is like I don't get it. I don't get corporations. I don't get rich people. I don't get none of this. Because if you just are actually human and you're not weird, a lot of it don't make sense.
For real.
You know, I don't want to hoard money just because other people can't have it. I'm gonna give that away. I'm gonna get the stuff I need, get the stuff I want, pay the bills I need to pay. The rest, oh well.
Keep the bills very low, no matter the circumstances, because financial situation can change very quickly. Lots of rich people have lost all of their money. Oh my gosh. There's a ferret.
It's a creature over there and it's raining really hard right now.
But for real, they have lost all of their money. It's possible. Very unlikely. I mean, like, unless you have, like, super bad investments and then, like, just spending left and right and you did not manage your money well, then that's a problem. Mm-hmm. So when you come across all this money, do not be going and spending it. How about you just save that away? Your future would be set. Right now, you do not have to work another day if you would just put it away.
For real. Literally, like, that at the end of the day, these jobs aren't forever. Your money isn't forever.
Nope.
Heck, the economy's not forever. Life isn't forever. You know, you just gotta make sure that you're doing it in a way that's responsible, that'll cause you less stress, you know?
Exactly.
But
store up treasures in heaven.
In heaven.
In heaven.
Or with Xenu, depending on what.
No
Xenu. No Xenu? Dang. God's coming back and he's coming back to Utah. Or something. I'm not sure.
Utah,
yeah.
What is happening?
I don't know. That's what makes. I just wanted to say so a random state. But no, truly, you focus on be spiritual. Focus on your spirit. If you want family connection, relationship connections, focus on that. If you want scientific connections, be a scientist. I don't know.
Exactly, because this is also, if you're a parent, like, so many parents and kids, like, they miss out on those, like, first years, actually multiple years with each other, because the parent is constantly at work and then the kids grow up very fast. Yeah. So you are missing a lot by just working 8-hour days, 40 days a week, overtime, whatever. And you can't just be there and enjoy life and enjoy the moments that are going to pass by very quickly. So you're not going to get those back.
For real. Honestly, now I think about it, that's crazy. Because, like, what? It's like, is it like, how many years? Like 18 years of school? No, not 18 years, but like 16 years of school.
It's like 14.
14. I can't count. 14 years of school. All right. It's 14 years of school. And you're like there all day, every day for like 8 hours a day.
Actually, well, for us, it was like 6.
Oh, it was 6 for us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they had cut down to like a A and B block. We got lucky. We were been stuck in high school all day.
Cut down nothing. It's always been 6.
It's always been 6?
Yeah.
What the heck? Oh, that would have been horrible. Oh, no, that's really bad. That would have been horrible. I would not have unlearned anything that day if I had to do all those classes in 6 hours. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of stupid.
Holy.
But now think about it, 6 hours a day, you know, for like 14 years of your life, give or take 3 months each year if you didn't get summer school like I did. It's just like, was my family, my familiar connections there like that?
Probably not really, because we're all just so busy. You got the school, then they got the work, and then they probably don't get off till like 4 or 5, but you get home at like 2. And it's like,
and they got home at 6.
This is why I am just going to keep remote working. And when I have kids, like, I'm not having anybody else raising my kids. And I really don't even want anyone else watching them, babysitting or whatever. So, especially like the first few years, those are the times you definitely want to spend with your child because it's gone. So, like, yeah, and that's when they like start to develop, and that's when the bond like really kicks in. So, like, yeah, I'm not gonna be all out somewhere working all day. Like, I'm gonna be home with my kids.
Yeah, for real. Because I really realized that my mom did raise me, but I was raised by my grandmother more because she was always there. My mom was always at work, and yes, she came on. I love her so much, but it sucked. I wish she was there more, but she couldn't because she had to provide, and she was not like she wasn't there. It's just like
She had to do what she had to do.
she had to do what she had to do.
And at least she had help, and your grandma was there.
Yeah,
At least it's somebody familiar, and it's not like a nanny.
yeah. Oh, I feel bad for the church kids who have nannies.
Yeah, that is sad. At least they have someone, but it's still like the parents. Where the parents at?
For real, it's just ridiculous, actually. But that's just a fact of life, I guess.
But I blame. Dang, the last video's coming up a lot. But like I said in the last video, it is the student loans, it's the debt, and it's all of that is trapping us in this whole matrix thing. It's a system. It's a whatever.
It's the system.
It's a matrix. It's a trap. And they're trapping us in this with debt. So you should always just prioritize yourself. Don't prioritize career and college and school and all of that, because that's how they trap you.
I feel like it's more the way that society's ran.
Yeah.
The economy, society.
It's run on debt.
Oh, snap, you're right, it is.
If you don't have debt, you break out of the system.
Because there's no reason for you. The only other reason that you'll be working is just to feed yourself.
Yeah, to for housing or feed yourself. But even then, there's still other ways to get housing if you ever lost a job, because you have hotels, you have vehicles, all of this, if it has to be that way, and you can get back on your feet. But with the debt, they are going to come and collect, and any money you make, they can garnish it, they can take you to court. Luckily, they can't send you to jail yet. But yeah, the debt really traps you because you just really can't get out of it, and your credit can be ruined for years. And then even when you get in a better financial situation, it's still messed up because of the debt.
Yeah, that was we saw that TikTok I saw when COVID was going on. There was a couple living in their car. They had the money for a house. They been had it, but they couldn't have it because their credit was so far ruined because of their student loan debt.
It just sucks, bro.
Imagine having money to pay a house out in full.
In full?
Almost in full, basically. They had half the pay. They had half of a house payment.
Because I was about to say, if it's in full, they can just get it without credit.
No, there's half. Half. They had basically half, almost 25%, 30% of a house payment already ready to pay, but they couldn't get it because they had such bad credit.
See, that is insane. You clearly have half or over half. They should just get the house at that point. What?
You obviously can pay. You obviously have a job that can pay you enough to almost pay off an entire house.
Yep. They verify everything. Makes no sense.
They had the money. They just needed a little bit extra and they couldn't get it.
Exactly. And then you can't even go through a job change when you're in a mortgage.
No, you can't.
That's crazy.
Oh, anyway, my computer's about to die, so we're gonna say goodbye here. Yes. All right. Almost an hour.
Ooh.
Well, dang.
Well,
if you've seen this video, tell us what you liked about it. Why you clicked on it. If you ever made it this far, stop scratching on my couch back there. I see you, creature. Yeah. You want to say something?
Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye.